Hey, I wanted to show y'all these. Now these here are not your normal everyday they're not your normal everyday grapes. Nope. These are special grapes. They're not like you can buy in the store, nothing like that. They're special. If I catch you out here in them, you're gonna get your rear end beat. Special. But this is my muscadine, and it's doing fine, but I think since we moved it, it's going to take it a while before it ever gets to where it's going to put anything on it. But yeah, those grapes there, they're not your average grapes that you just buy in the store. Those are special grapes, especially if I see you out here in them picking them. You're going to get especially beat up. These little babies here got wormed this week. The only one I care anything about, I think, is this one right here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we're going to call you Smoke because you are solid gray. These other ones here, I think there's 5 of them. They don't do nothing for me. It don't matter. They don't tend to last very long. About the time you give one of them a name or something, they gone. Man, it is hot out here today, folks. I'm gonna have to come back this evening, I think, and give you a tour of the garden because it's just way too hot to get out there. On that black plastic stuff, ooh wee, it'll mess you up out there. But yeah, so we'll continue the video. We'll just.
Oh my goodness! Look, go across the road. That's where you're wanting to go. Come on.
He's mad, boy.
But he's gonna get run over. Hey, come on. I'm not gonna give up, so you might as well just go on.
There you go. Now just spin him.
Go on. Hey, we're gonna get hit by a car out here making this table. Now go on. There. Whew. Let go. Let go. Okay. Now watch it come back out in the road. I think it's that one right there though. But they all kind of look the same.
It's number 63, I believe.
The lamb. Feed the horses.
Hey y'all. Hello, Mr. Sheeps. We're feeding sheeps. My son is on vacation, and I promised him I'd come out and feed. So look at the baby. Did you see the baby, honey?
Yeah. Cute, ain't it?
Yeah. Now we got to go feed the horses. Basically, this one here will get through eating, and then she will go over here and run her off and eat that one. So why he don't put more in this one,
Well,
I don't know.
We should have fed Hank first, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Put a little bit in hers and then save some. The flies are getting them.
Yeah, flies are bothering. Flies bother me too, babe. I've got them in my house. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah, look at all the little lumps on her. They're all over her face.
Hey, sweetie.
What is it? What is it, Jonah? What is it, Judah? That's bad.
Ma. 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 Ma.
Why you gotta pick on him like that? Why you gotta pick on him like that?
Ma.
Hey, Goofy. Come here. That's their cherry tree.
Ma. Ma. I was out here looking and I happened to notice my son had a cherry tree out here and he's got cherries on it. They're few and far between and the tree does not look healthy at all, but it does have cherries. They actually look like little plums, but the master gardener said it was cherries.
I think it is.
I don't know. It looks like a cherry tree to me, so I'm assuming it is. But they look like little plums.
Bigger cherries kind of look the same.
Pert and neat. I'm almost positive it's cherry. That's cherry tree bark. Woo-wee. We got mowed and weed eated, folks. Finally. It was that weekend. You know what I mean? I try to weed eat every other weekend and it ended up being this weekend. Oh, and it was tough on an old back too. But we got her. I wanted to take y'all around the garden a little bit, see what we can find. Well, don't get me wrong, there ain't nothing ready, but the garden's growing really good. We've got more shade here for some reason this year. I don't know if it has something to do with, you know, where the sun is this year in the hemisphere and all that. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but anyway, I wanted to kind of walk you around and let you get an idea of what's going on here. Here's some jalapenos, and looky here, we've already got some banana. We've already got some banana. This pepper here is giving a little bit of fits. Not too bad. It's got blooms on it, as you can tell. And keep in mind, little watermelon right there. And it's starting to put out some runners right there. Keep in mind that we have had, this is the most rain I can remember ever in spring. I mean, I don't know, it's got to be some kind of record. Got to be some kind of record on our, I ain't had to hardly water at all. This is that peppermint candy cane pepper. It's got some blooms on it, and as you can see, the leaves are striped. Looks like somebody come out here and poured bleach on them. And the peppers are supposed to be striped too when they get ready. We don't have no peppers yet, of course, but we got blooms. We got some blooms. This here is a nasturtia, and these are edible. You can eat the bloom or the leaf. And I'm not hungry right now, or I'd show you. But isn't that pretty? Ain't that a pretty orange? And then here's one right beside it, and as you can tell, it's got a yellow. It's yellow. And that one there is going to be yellow too. And we're just going to kind of take a stroll down through here and see what we can come up with. As you can tell, we've got some dill pickles growing right here. And of course, we've got blooms on these tomatoes. I hope y'all got blooms on your tomatoes by now. It's that time. You should start at least having some blooms. And of course, we got some jalapenos growing down through here too. And then if you look real close right here, look in there. You see it? You see that down in there? Right there? Yeah. That's a Medusa. That's another chocolate tomato. I love those chocolate tomatoes, like a Cherokee Purple. Oh man, I love the taste of them things. And Medusa has pretty close to the same taste. I mean, it's not quite as strong as a Cherokee Purple, but they're good. They're good. And she did okay for us last year, so we decided to plant another one. Master Gardener's not her favorite, but I don't mind it. We got two different types of okra here. As you can tell, a couple of those got red stems. I'm not sure what these are, the names of them, what type they are. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Hasn't been super hot yet for okra to really get going, but it's shot up the last week or so. It's gotten pretty good. And as we come down here to the end, this is butternut. It's squash. I know that for a fact, but I can't remember. I think that's butternut squash, maybe. I think all the way down through there. Oh, look at there, look at there. It's probably gonna zoom in on the fence. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah. What do you think about that, huh? That is a plum regal. They usually do pretty good for us too. The plum regals do. That's what is that? Oh, that's a Medusa as well. Now that one doesn't have one on it yet. I don't even see a bloom on that one yet, so I don't know. Oh, look at there. That is a Cherokee. We got one on the Cherokee, which that's good. This Cherokee, I don't see nothing on yet. I'm not liking this. We usually don't have good luck with Cherokees. And I'm starting to see a lot of issues with the leaves. See how they're turning? See how they fold low on themselves? I don't know. Hopefully we get a few out of it. That's all that matters. But right now, I'm not liking as early as it is for the plant to start looking like that. But that's 2 or 3 that we found, right? Little green tomatoes. And like I said, bear in mind, oh, there's one. Look at there. See it? Right there. What is that? That is a Medusa. Boy, the Medusa's coming on early. Oh, look at that one. Looky there. What is that? That's a Cherokee with a bloom too as well, right up there. That's a Cherokee. So the chocolate tomatoes seem to be doing pretty good, which is odd to me because, like I said, we don't have good luck with Cherokees, but if we ever do get them, they're usually late in the summer. But these are coming on early. These are coming on pretty early. Oh, there's one. See him? See him right there? That is another Medusa. Medusa is putting it on. Looky here. We got 2 little bitty ones right there. What are those? BHN 602. More dill pickles. And the weed barrier's doing pretty good. Weed barrier's doing pretty good. You still got to walk in it though. That's not great. There's one right there. This is a Galahad. I think this is something new we're trying this year. There's another Galahad right there. So Medusa and the Galahad and the Cherokee have all got tomatoes on them right now. That's great. This is a German pink, and buddy, it don't have a tomato on it, but look at that. Look at the blossoms right in there. That sucker's coming on. This is a Perrin, and it's looking good. These Perrins have always done well for us. Now, as you can see down here at the bottom, it's getting a little blight, getting a little, you know, where it's been touching the ground and stuff. Folks, it's from all the rain we're having. And I have no doubt that, you know, you're having a lot of rain too this year. I'm hoping that when it does dry up, believe me, I know when it does start drying up, we'll all be wishing for rain. So we need to be thankful for the rain that we're getting. But if it ever does start drying up and heating up, we are going to have tomatoes run out our ears, and I'm good with that. These are cucumbers, and that's why they're growing up the chain link here. We're hoping to get them trained to go up and over the little V, like so. And of course we got marigolds planted down through there too. Whew. I'm gonna have to get in and get me a shower, folks. I'm getting hot to trot. This is the little blueberry bush. I done picked a couple, 2 or 3 off of it and took up to my mom. Got a couple more there that need to be it. I really like, I don't know, I've probably told y'all this before, but I really like homegrown blueberries. I'm not crazy about store-bought ones. I'm not crazy about like blueberry muffins that you buy at the store. I'm not crazy about that. But I don't know, I've always heard it about carrots, but I've never been able to necessarily grow carrots here very well. But I've always heard that homegrown carrots taste so much better and they're so much sweeter than store-bought. I'm assuming that's the way the way the blueberries are, because they taste so much different to me than store-bought. I don't like the store-bought ones, but I do like the homegrown ones. And son's raspberry thing it's taken over this little bed, but he does have a couple, 2 or 3 here that are turning red. To me, the raspberries don't have a whole lot of flavor. My phone, this is a different phone, and trying to get things back to normal is just not great for me. Ain't them pretty? Kim bought them the other day to sit out here. I can't remember, they're not pansies, or are they petunias? I can't remember what they are, but anyway, they're just a little cheap annual in the bucket here. But they sure are nice when you're sitting here in the swing. They sure are. And they're pretty. And of course we'll come out here. I don't know if y'all can tell it from here. This thing is showing out. I mean, showing out. And just to give you some size comparison, they're all about that size. They're getting there. I just cannot believe that we have apples. And not only do we have apples, folks, I think we might have enough for some sauce. Now, I'm not saying that we'll be able to give everybody, you know, a bunch of apples, bushel and a peck. Might be able to get you a hug around the neck, but I bet you I got enough to make me some applesauce. I bet you I got enough to make me an apple pie to take, I don't know, maybe take to the neighbor's house on a holiday to eat or something. I'm gonna have enough for an apple pie. I can't wait to watch the master gardener come out here and grab that tree right there and just shake it. Shake all the apples off of it and the little tree. Like I said, we'll be lucky if it keeps any, but there's a few on here. I think she said she counted 9 or something like that. I'm not going to count them, but there's still a few on here. It sure did not keep as many as the big apple tree did. But I'm just so tickled to death and surprised that there's actually any on them trees. I really am, because this is the first year that they've even thought about putting any apples. Usually the frost comes late and takes all the blooms and we get nothing. Nothing. The other trees that we've planted, I mean, I'll show them to you, but they're not doing anything. Heck, we've got like 12 inches of rain since we planted them. You know what I mean? That's the little cherry tree. I mean, it still looks healthy, don't get me wrong. Everything looks good. It just ain't doing a whole lot. Dadgum little Japanese beetles all on it though. That's making me mad. That's making me mad. And crepe myrtle, it ain't doing a whole lot yet, but it will. And these are her 2 plum trees that she got brought in, that she got aggravated about, and as you can tell, got some greenery on it. What they done is they sent her a bare root plant, and she did not order. If she would have known they were bare root, she would not have done it. They weren't supposed to be. And then they just cut the tops off of them. Anyway, they're pruned back okay, but we'll be lucky. But there's some greenery starting to pop out of it now that it's in the ground. This one over here, I'm not sure. It was done the same way, sent bare root. But I'm not sure this one's going to make it. I don't know. I'm just not seeing any green on it for sure. Not at all. I did not weed eat out here around the overflow. These are the Nanking cherries. I'm still afraid they're getting too much water out here because their leaves are a little yellow. I'm hoping they'll do fine here because I don't want to dig them up. We'll come out here and look real quick at these. These didn't do anything out here. This is the corn, of course. Oh, I'm standing out here. I just noticed the shadow. The corn's coming up. You know, I'm not a huge corn fan, but we've got some corn stalks growing here, just a few. Probably should have planted a little more, but hey, it'll be all right. We got some melons out here. The difference being out here in the garden is this is just an overflow. This is just if we had too much to plant in the garden, where are you going to go with it? We've come over here, but we did not put any fertilizer over here or nothing. This ground was just tilled up and healed up. So, you know, if something grows over there, fine. I just have I don't know. I'm bad about, I can't throw stuff away, especially if it's food, even if it's just a plant that grows food. You know what I mean? That's why I usually don't do good with strawberries and radishes, because they want you to thin them out. I just hate pluck. It's not the time it takes to pluck that. No, it's that you are actually throwing away a radish. That could have been a radish. Could have been a strawberry. I'm just not good at thinning stuff out. Just not. I just throw everything over there. If it makes it, it makes it. That's fine. If it dies on its own, that's fine. Call me a snowflake. I don't care. I just, if it's going to grow, let it try to grow. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Whew. But as far as the yard goes, it is mowed and weed eated now. she doesn't have to fight the lions, tigers, and bears to the burn barrel anymore. I think I've already showed y'all my grapes. Yeah, I have. I don't think this is her. I always forget the. It's not far from blooming either. Dadgummit. I'll think of it in a minute. I always forget it. Always want to call these things butterscotch, and that's not what, you know what I mean. That's not it. Ding dong. It's not a butterscotch. I'll think of it in a minute. I know what it is. I hear it all the time, especially when I'm weed eating. Don't hit my hollyhocks. There we go. Butterscotch, hollyhocks. Told you I'd get it. What do you think about this? Huh? I thought it was done for the year, but here we go again. And I thought I was going to cut this back, the old wood, but look, that's coming off the old wood. So we're letting her go. Yeah, we are letting her go. Ain't she pretty? She's really getting with it right now. I don't know if it's all the rain we're having. Folks, look at these hostas. I'm telling you, they're huge. I'll put my foot here. Look at that. Like I said, I don't know if it's from all the rain, what it is, but I'm telling you, some things are going nuts. And there's some things that I think actually need some dry days. Now, I went down to the end of the road here, end of the driveway. There used to be an old homestead there years ago, some family, and they had an old mock orange tree down there. And Kim has always tried to prune a piece off and try to grow it from that. We never could get it to do it. Well, I just happened to catch this one blooming. So I went down there with a shovel, and I went ahead and dug it up. As you can tell, it's not a very big one. And it had blooms on it, like I said. And it had blooms on it all the way up until about, I don't know, this has been probably 2 weeks ago I put this in this pot. And she wanted it by the bedroom, so, you know, because she loves the smell of them. And they smell good. They really do. The mock orange. But it has actually done really well in this bucket. I don't know if I'm going to get it to stay in the bucket. I may end up having to put it in the ground here. But for now, it is doing wonderful right here. I'm tickled to death that it actually might live. It needs a couple little places here need to be pruned out of it for sure. But the blooms just fell off of it, and there's still new growth. There's still some new growth here on it. So I think it's going to be all right. I think we're going to do okay here. I think. And we found a statue of Peter, Paul, Mark, Luke, John. I'm not sure which one it is. But when I was getting him around, we were going to fix this up and paint it. But when I put him in the back of the truck to take him home, his head fell off. So I am going to try to find some putty or something to put his head back on. If I can find his head. Because I think it fell over there in amongst all this stuff. I got to try to find his head, and we're going to try to put some putty on him, and we're going to try to get him put back together. We're going to try. I don't know if it's going to work. Snowball bush is still doing good, except it ain't got no more snowballs on it. They all fell off. But I don't think they're supposed to stay. This is just a hot mess right now. Hot mess. But that's about all we got, folks. I'll show you the roses. They're still doing wonderful. Look at that. Hollyhock. I got it now that it's on my mind. I got it now. Ain't she pretty, though? Again, this is one of those things that I just didn't see a sense in throwing it away. My mom was transplanting some other flowers, and she called and said, "Hey, do you want this rose? If you don't, I think I'm just gonna throw it out. I don't really want it. I've got no place for it." She was getting new ones or something. I can't remember. I thought, well, yeah, I'll take it. I'll try it somewhere. stuck it in the ground right here, and wham, wop, bop, bop, there we go. You know what I'm saying? Same thing goes with this. I got it the same time as I got that. Right there. But that's about all we've got as far as stuff growing. She planted something over here by the house. I ain't gonna even attempt it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show it to y'all. Y'all can guess, and she will tell me when she watches the video back of what that is, but she didn't tag it, put a mark on it, so thing right here, I don't know. But it smells great. And it's supposed to go up. She put this little fencing on here on the rail, because as you can tell, it's going to grow up the rail. But man, that smells good. I'm not sure. And of course, I think this is Agastache. Maybe. Maybe not. I can't remember. It's all bloomed out real good too. Folks, I'm going to go. That's it for this week. That's it. I need a shower. And we've got just cleaned this thing. Just cleaned it. Used some pine oil because that's supposed to keep the flies from getting up here. But with all the rain we've had, and of course all the, you know, the chickens and the ducks and cats and the dogs and everything else out here that runs around the yard and uses the bathroom and everything else, we've got flies like crazy. So I've also got some fly traps out. So sometimes it's hard to know what's smelling good because of how bad the fly traps are smelling. You know what I mean? That's the only thing about it. What are y'all doing? They're finally getting let out. If you didn't know it, I don't remember if I told y'all or not, but we've had a critter. I don't know what the critter is, but he took about 4 of our hens. So we kept the hens up in the run for about a week. Hopefully he has moved on or found him another place to eat. I don't know, but they've been out for a couple days now. We've not had any issues yet, except for our roosters they're sure fighting. But they were really fighting whenever they were pinned in there together. So usually what we did is kept the hens pinned up, and maybe one rooster, and the other rooster got to run around all day. He was mad, but he got to run around by himself all day because he was bait. But nothing ever got any of them, so we let them out this week, and they are happy finally getting to run around. We're getting our egg production back. Getting probably, I think she said today, and I don't know if that's a normal day, but I think she said today we got about 10 eggs, I think. I think she said 10, but I don't remember if she said that was a good day or a bad day, you know what I mean? Folks, I'm going to go. I hope God will bless and keep you. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope your week turns out better. Hey, let's try to get some, I don't want hot weather. Today is fine. It's about 80. Let's get 80, low humidity, and sunshine. Let's do that. How about it? Y'all think on that. I think that's what we need. Also got another surprise coming, speaking of chickens, but y'all are going to have to wait. I'm not putting it in this video. You'll have to wait till next week, but I'll give you a hint. We've lost some, so now we're trying to gain some. I'm going to go, folks. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. It keeps us in the algorithm. It lets people find us a lot easier. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.